Oh, I've made a proper mess of this. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you can see, today is going to be a very different day to what we usually have. I mean, it may be a similar flight and whatever, but we're in Australia today. This is the first video of a flight I've done in Australia. I did one with my friend Pete about, 2-3 years ago now on Flight Sim when I was first learning everything. But now we are going to be flying in a charter in Australia. We're going to be going from Sydney, which is where we are right now, YSSY, to YMML down in Melbourne, thanks to Ollie Taylor, who has chartered this flight today. It's in Victor Hotel Alpha 5 Alpha, which is the new Jetstar livery, I believe. Interesting to see they've gone away from the silver livery that we all know and love, and now we have this sort of white one. It looks like an Australian EasyJet, really, to be honest. I really do prefer the silver. I think this looks great, but I do prefer the silver livery. So today we are going to be on VATSIM as well. It looks like we might have some ATC on the way down as well. Let me just figure this out. Right. There's no one about, but look. Got delivery, ground, tower, and ATIS on at Sydney. How cool is that? I have turned the time of day back in the sim, because if it was live right now, it's really, really late at night. And it'd be dark, and I want to do this in daytime. So what we're going to be doing is connecting now, and we are today. We're going to be Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, and we are in an A320 Neo. Let's see what aircraft there are about. I think there's a few based on the little diagram in... Yes, look, there's Jetstar there. And there's a generic A330 looking thing over there. We're in this delightful looking aircraft, very close to the terminal, I've noticed, but I think the GSX profile does put you close because the A320 line is there. This is the Fly Tampa Sydney, an airport that has just come to Tower Simulator 3. Going to be using my VATSIM scratchpad and a checklist that I got off Flight Sim TO a long, long time ago. I've still not made my own, but I will do at some point. We're going to put batteries 1 and 2 on. Lovely. External power. Very loud. We're not going to put the APU on just yet. We're going to do crew oxygen supply, nav, left, right, and centre. We're also going to put the strobe light to auto, nav and logo light's going to come on the emergency exits, and no smoking signs go to auto. We're going to put the outer pumps on at this point. And then it's just time to do the fire tests, which come on straight away in this, which does save you a little minute or so. We're going to come down here and we're going to get the iPad on, get rid of the Jetstar coffees that we have on either side. I'm also just going to check that in my graphics settings we do not have things set to NVIDIA whatever. Yes, it's back on TAA. That's lovely, thank you very much. There was an update to the sim just this morning, so I was making sure that it hadn't replaced my old graphics settings. Let's get tuned in, shall we? Let's see what frequencies there are online. So we need Sydney... delivery 1338. So let's pop this on 1338. I'm going to put that on. Predicted wind shear. Auto TA. Text here, please. Oh, I hope he's on radio. I really like it when they're on radio. It's a lot better. We're going to request boarding from GSX.
Boarding requested.
Boarding has been requested. The jetway is going to do some funky stuff because I think it's... Yeah, it's currently sort of half through the aircraft, which is a bit of a shame, but it'll fix itself. Then we need to go down to the MCDU, I guess. Do ATSU, AOC menu, init press, and then do an init data request. Beautiful. I do want to turn the screen brightness up, because they all seem pretty dim at the moment. And then we will continue on updating the FMC. We've got the flight plan uplink in there. We'll ask them first, and then they'll give us our flight plan. I'm planned, I'll show you on Navigraph, I'm planned to go on the WAL 2 and in on the Boeing 1 Alpha for ILS 27 when we get to Melbourne. That's what they're running on Flight Radar, but we have, as you can see, full coverage all the way down. Didn't seem like it on Volanta, look. See, look, this area here isn't covered, but... according to that, we have coverage. Okay. Looks like the runways are the right ones. Let me just figure a little 1 or 2 bits out here and I'll give you a beauty shot.
772, November 772, X-ray Juliet, clear to Yankee Mike, Echo November via Willigan, flight plan rail, runway 34 left, Willigan.
Let's just test that we are transmitting. Oh, excuse me. We are.
Sydney delivery, hello. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango with you. Airbus A320 Neo on stand Delta 36. Looking for clearance to Melbourne, please.
Jetstar 50 Tango, please submit your flight plans.
Shall do. 1 second. Oscar Tango. What? I filed it. I have filed it. It's Oscar Tango, not Zero Tango. Wonder if there was a mistake there and it's gone in as a 0 or something.
Delivery, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango. The flight plan should now be filed for you.
Jetstar 5 Oscar, correction, Jetstar 50 Tango, actually I sent you flight plans.
Could you say that again, sorry, for me? I couldn't quite hear that.
Station calling, sorry, that's just crash. All stations, stand by for a minute.
Oh. Okay, the air pressure is 1013, so that is correct at present. I'm going to put this in as if we're going to get what I wanted. We are going to be, that would be runway 34 left on the Wall 2. Let's just do 34 left, Wall 2. It's very likely, though, that we will get put on 34 right, and the Ocean, was it? Ocean departure? Olsen 1. We'll see. YMML, we're going to be... Oh, excuse me, sir. I noticed you were calling with the call sign Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango. It shows you connected to 50 Tango. I go off. Ah, okay. Annoyingly, Oscar and 0 are right next to each other on the keyboard, aren't they? Ah, how silly. ILS 27 Zulu via the Buin 1 Alpha. Is the transition Visas annoying? Yes, it is. Cool. Insert that, just so we've got it at least ready to go.
Sydney delivery, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, back with you now. Apologies for that.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, I'm just swapped positions over. What was your last transmission from the last controller?
I was looking for clearance to Melbourne, please. Just filed flight plan a moment ago.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, Norway 71, standby 1 for clearance.
We'll stand by, thank you very much.
Okay, so they have swapped over now. We need to actually load the aircraft on here, don't we? So we need to get everyone...
Boarding completed.
Yep, on. Fuel instantly done. And then we need to do init B, and then that puts the weights in here. Block fuel today is 6450. We just had the bong from GSX. Boarding is now completed. So we can then put the fuel pumps in the middle on up top.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain,
he's
the
loud.
first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here,
no.
waiting to see final
They're not
numbers
having a
from the
good
ground
time
crew,
here,
then
are
we'll be
they?
on our way.
Star Walker 974.
Star Walker 974, go ahead. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, clearance available.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, go ahead.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, Sydney delivery, good evening, cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong, flight plan route, runway 34 left, Wollongong 2 departure, climb by SID 5000, squawk 6076, departure frequency 128.4.
Cleared to Melbourne 34 left, climb by the SID 5000, squawk 6076. Departure frequency is 1284. Can we have that departure again, please?
Wollongong to departure.
Roger that, just wanted to make sure. Thank you very much. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
For push, contact coordinator 126, correct, 127.6.
127.6, is that, sorry?
Phone 127.6, that's contact coordinator for push.
Okay, so 127.6 for push. These guys not having a very good evening by the sound of it. It might be late at night where they are. 127.6, we have the departure frequency, which is 128.4, and the operator is 127.6. We're on the Wollongong, I think he says Wollongong 2? Let me just check it on the charts. Wollongong 2 departure, yeah. So that's the full name, right. I need to make sure I check stuff like that, because when he said a longer couple of syllables, I didn't really know exactly what I was going to be looking at. So we are on 3-4 left, which is good. Climb via the SID, 5,000 feet is the initial climb. Interesting that the aircraft doesn't really know that that's what we're going to be doing. Well, that's alright, I guess. 1013 is the QNH. Let's just continue on with our prep then. Everything is boarded, and in terms of the MCDU, we need to calculate our perf. So fill the data from the OFP, and boom. 151 for everything on flap 1. So it's 151 for everything, 151. There's no send to MCDU button, which is weird. Flaps 1. And what was it? 57 on flex to temp? 67 on flex to temp. And we've got our init B and everything done. 60.6, 32.7, 60.6, 32.7. Smash him. I think we are ready to go. Is that the ground frequency that we've been given then? Yeah, Sydney ground 12. Oh, there's 1217, but 1276. I think that's this side of ground is what we go for. We'll contact the operator in just a sec when we're ready to push. I'm going to figure out for my paperwork what taxiway we're going to be pushing back onto here. We're going to be pushing back onto... what's Dom 3? Oh, that's the wrong clipboard. I think we're all having a bit of a nightmare today, to be honest. And then we're going to be taxiing, I imagine, all the way down 3-4 left. We can do Alpha 5, I reckon. We'll put the beacon light on. And we'll ask GSX for pushback and departure. Let's get going, shall we?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 5, Oscar Tango, ready for push and start. Stand Delta 36.
Oh, we've lost power.
Jetstar 50, correction. Jetstar 5, Oscar Tango, stand by for ground 121.7, get back.
Roger that, thank you very much, we'll switch over, cheers.
1217 now. Why did he tell me about the operator then? Why did he say we need the APU on? I forgot about the APU. It's one of them days! The APU is starting. Everything will come back on in a second. Oh, I've made a proper mess of this. Jesus, that scared me. APU bleed is on. But everything will now reset, I'm pretty sure. Looks like we're alright, actually.
North Station, going to be back in about 30 seconds, you're just having some issues.
Okay, so yeah, everything is still good to go. So I have been saved by the bell. Thank you so much. No, saved by the bell isn't the right phrase for that, is it? But Jesus. We got lucky there.
Sydney ground, hello, Jetstar 5, Oscar Tango with you at stand Delta 36. Looking for pushback, please.
Jetstar 5, Oscar Tango, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Jetstar 5, Oscar Tango, cheers.
Okay, so we're going to go standard.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are off. Let's get going, shall we? Sorry about that.
Start at will.
We're going to start engines. So we've got APU bleed on, so we're going to turn that to ignition. We're going to start left-hand engine, number 1. Parking brakes are on.
Unlocking gear.
We've got a good engine start on the left engine, so now we're going to come down and start engine number 2. Okay, we are pushed back and good to go. Let's get ready for the tower. 120.5. 120.5. So we can literally just click the button and change over when we are all good. She's good down there, thank you very much. Getting quite a few stutters here at the moment, which is weird. It's not normally something I have an issue with. Now that the flight plan's in, by the way, as well, the aircraft is ready to manage that, so that's made me nice and happy. Okay, so before taxi checklist, we can go back to ignition. So after start, flaps get set. We're going flaps 1 today. We're going to arm the speed brakes, which are going to go up there. We're then going to put APU bleed off and then APU master switch off in that order. Turn the runway turn-offs on when we go nose light to taxi, and then we'll do a brake test. We need to put the passenger seatbelt signs on. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's see what they're going to tell us now, and we'll ask ground.
Ground Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, ready for taxi.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, contact coordinator 127.6 for taxi.
Shall do, over to 127.6, thank you.
That's coordinator 127.6. I'm going to put that in there, so I've got that, because I want to keep that for later rather than having to retune it again.
A coordinator Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango with you, ready for taxi.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, thanks. Sorry about this, you can contact ground 121.7.
Back over to ground on 1217, thank you.
What are they doing?
Contact Magic 2, contact coordinator 127.5. Correction, 126.7. No, correction, 127.6.
127.52, they told me to contact you.
Okay, understand, 52 pushback.
Ground, more bad news for you, I'm afraid. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, we've been told to contact you as well.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, taxi, Golf Charlie, cross 25. Hold short Lima.
Taxi Golf Charlie, and then hold short of Lima for Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
Golf Charlie, cross 25, and then he said hold short of Lima. Okay, so we're going all the way down there to Lima. Okay, so let's put the taxi light on. I'm going to put runway turn-offs on. And let's get going. Thank you very much, Oliver Taylor, for chartering this flight here today, mate. It's been a bit of a kerfuffle, to say the least. I've made my mistakes. They've made their mistakes. But it happens to the very best of us. Welcome to Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, everybody. We hope that you have a wonderful flight. We're going Golf, right on Golf, then left on Charlie. Crossing runway 25 because it is not in use today. We need to put the auto brakes to max. We're going to check the cabin, which we can do up here. And then we're going to do a takeoff config test when we get closer to. So we're going to go right on Golf. It's so cool, actually, being an aircraft that is taxiing at this airport, having controlled it in Tower Simulator 3. I think that's really, really cool.
Ground Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, just checking. Did we get clearance to cross 25? I didn't write it down, sorry.
810 Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, across runway 25.
Thanks very much, 5 Oscar Tango.
Just better make sure before we do that without doing anything, because he said something 5 and I absolutely cacked my pants because I thought he was telling me that there was some sort of holding point or, you know, little taxiway somewhere that I had to definitely go via. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that it was not the case that I inadvertently went across a wrong taxiway somewhere. Slow it down. We're going right here, staying on Charlie, and then we're holding short of Lima down there. Check the cabin. There we go, cabin is ready. Do a takeoff config test. That's gone to normal. Beautiful. I'm very hungry, not eaten yet today, and it is currently 10 to 12 local.
Ready to taxi, runway 34 left.
I should have told them what runway I was ready for taxi for, but oh well, it is what it is. Sounds like there might be even a little disagreement in the tower with who's doing what.
Sorry, station calling second.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. They're talking behind the scenes. Over the motorway we go.
Sorry, station calling. That's corner 952. 952. Thanks, taxi.
They're screaming down here.
Cross runway 25. Runway point Alpha 6. Runway 34 left.
Ooh, big bump in the taxiway there. Okay, so we're going to want to hold short of Lima down here. So we're going to hold short of Kilo, because I'm at like a crossing here. Although he did say hold short of Lima, so... Yeah, we've got Bravo 10 and then Lima across us there, so... I'm going to sit on here, and I'm going to hold short here. Because I'm following his instruction. Let's just creep it to here. Parking brake on. No aircraft or anything.
Ground Indonesia 128, requesting push and start.
Oh, Indonesian 128.
Indonesia 128, push it first.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, holding short of Lima.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, rather, taxi Lima, hold short of 3. Left.
Taxi Lima, hold short of 34 left. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
This aircraft has got so much shove that you barely have to tickle the engines and it gets moving. It's really, really good. I do love the power of the A320neo. Don't know if there's anyone on their way in or anything. Is that 3-4? It is. I thought that was the runway.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, con. L120.5, g'day.
Contact tower on 120.5. Just a quick word, your mic cut out a few times there. Don't know if there's an issue at your end, but just have a look. Cheers.
Okay, 120.5.
Sydney Tower, good evening. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango with you, holding short of runway 34 left.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, Sydney Tower, hello. On Lima, cross runway 34 left and taxi 0.Alpha 6.
Cross 34 left, taxi to Alpha 6, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, thank you.
Qantas A330 there going out in front of us, which is cool. So we're going down to Alpha 6, he's just said, so not Alpha 5 as I asked. But I didn't ask for it, did I? I just assumed, like an Egypt. But that's what we might get. Very rough looking runway, isn't it, with all the lines in it. No one else taxiing out by the look of it at the minute. We're going to go all the way down here and get moving. We have the departure frequency, which before we take off we will pop in. Departure is 1284. We'll pop it in down here. So 1284.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, check your squawk, wind should be 6076.
Will do, we'll get the squawk in now, apologies for that. Squawk should be fixed now for 5 Oscar Tango, sorry.
Yeah, 5 Oscar Tango, thanks for that.
I always forget. So Alpha 6 all the way to the end. We are screaming down this.
Tower, good evening. Qantas 952, Alpha 6 holding point, ready to take off runway 34 left.
Interesting that you have to sort of remind them and call up for stuff. Is that a thing in Australia? You have to call up when you're holding short or when you're ready for whatever? Look at that big thing. Big A330. Is that a 200? I think it's a 200, isn't it? Not a 300. It's been a bit of a faff here this morning, hasn't it? There's an aircraft going over. Is that 747? So we're going very low over in a 74. Got the Qantas A330 about to take off in front of us. As we hold now at Alpha 6, make sure that we can still see the yellow line above the cockpit. And we'll hold and watch the A330 depart.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 821 on ILS 34 right. Jetstar 821, Sydney Tower, g'day. Runway 34 right, clear to land. Runway 34 right, clear to land, Jetstar 821. Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, report ready for me.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango is ready.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, thanks for that. Line up runway 34 left.
Lined up 34 left, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
Put the lights on. Nose light to take off, strobe goes on. We are prepared, good to go. It'll just be a case of whacking the clock on. Departure frequency,
Departure, Qantas 952,
12884.
No worries.
We'll have to wait a sec because that is a big, big heavy that's gone out in front of us. Lined up, parked, good to go. What is the departure? Weird. It's BNARL, so 1309.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 34 left, 5 Oscar Tango.
Power the engines up, get that clock running. All stabilised, let's go. Manflex 67, SRS, runway, auto thrust is blue. I know I've left packs on, sorry Drew. Oil brake set to max, flaps are set. Releasing that forward pressure. Up to speed we go. Do get quite a lot of stutters here today, it's not great. 120. 140. And V1, rotate. Slow rotation, Chaz. It automatically put the gear up for me. It's weird. And straight over to the left we go.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, contact departure.
Over to departure, thank you very much, have a good day.
37%, 10,000, Civic QNH 1013.
Descend 10,000, QNH 1013, just 137.
Lever into climb.
Perfect, continue to left, turn 360, you cleared the visual approach. Runway 34 left, report visual.
Disarming the speed brakes.
Sydney departure. Sorry, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango with you. Just left Sydney 34 left.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, hello. Identified, climb level 380, no speed.
Flight level 380, no speed. Cheers, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
380. S-speed. Flaps up. Let's continue to fly this just while I'm having a look at here. Flaps have been retracted. Packs go back on, yeah. Nose light goes off. Runway turn-offs go off. Seatbelt signs will come off soon. Lovely start to the flight here. We are completely flaps up. Nice and tidy. It's good to have a lot of ATC on. Not quite climbing as much as we wanted. Autopilot's going in. Wonderful.
Contact, yeah, once again, it's fine. Exit Jetstar 542 part, national heading 060.
Sorry, was that for Jetstar 542?
Yes, it was.
Jetstar
542.
not having the best of days.
Jetstar 542, you're probably going to have to continue that left turn tighter now. Make it 330.
Just turn the landing lights off, seatbelt signs come off.
330, Jetstar 542.
We should be out of into standard pressure. Great scenes, lovely sights. So the confusion may be that it's Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango and 542. So we'll have to see. We're on our way up though to flight level 380 today. Doing this lovely spin around
Jetstar 5 Tango, track direct lease planned route.
Track direct lease for 5 Oscar Tango, thank you.
Lease. Straight line now. Cool. I was just about to say, look, we're turning like that and we were going this way to go around there, but now he's taking us in a big straight line this way. It's cool.
Correspond 52. There's a 177 for the ground, 21.7.
Thanks for the ATC, in the ground. Star 177.
Okay, all is going smoothly at the moment. Got ATC online, been in the air 12 minutes and we're at 28,000 feet as well. We have some fantastic sights out of the right hand side of the aircraft in particular with all these mountains and hills. We are well on our way now down towards Melbourne and I'm feeling good, feeling really good.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, coming now 125.0.
125.0, thank you very much. See you soon.
Indonesia 128, coming at 125.0.
Over on to 125.0. Don't know what that is. Is that their Unicom?
Skipper 722, coming now 128.4.
We're still with him.
128.4, Skipper 722.
Is it a different centre? So when I said see you soon, was that ironic? Ah, yes. It's a different centre. It's the same guy. It's interesting how certain centres are showing up on here, not on Volanta, and not on here. We have a massive crosswind. 99 knots crosswind at the moment. If I go outside to this camera and then press 5, it goes into like chase cam. Look at that. Oh my god. That is how sideways we are. Jesus. 106 knot crosswind now. Insane. They've just said they're going to have a controller change now, so obviously there may be a different voiceover on the comms very soon. The airtime today is 1 hour and 13 minutes. Block time is just about an hour and 45, so it's not too bad at all. And before you know it, I mean, we're only 17 minutes in, and we're nearly at cruise altitude already, so it's pretty good going, I'd say. does mean as well that I can flip the checklist over to the other side now, because the only thing I've got to worry about is when we get below 10,000 feet at the other end. We've now made our right turn at least, and we are nearly...
So offer 970 SE, asking 2,400 to 5,000.
That is an awful microphone.
Last time calling, just call San Jose, please.
Horrible microphone.
5 to 6,000, so offer 11,000.
No chance of understanding that, mate. There is Mac Alt, and before we know it, we should get Mac Alt Cruise. There it is. We have now reached our cruising altitude. Lovely. Only 20 minutes into the flight, but an hour into recording. Okay, time to listen out for any commands from centre and enjoy the flight.
Just 50 Tango, Melbourne Centre.
We've just reached a cruising altitude for the flight.
Just 5 Oscar Tango, go ahead.
Apologies, just 5 Oscar Tango, you're leaving my airspace to the south. No room further ETC. Want to see the com 122 Destin Lake.
No worries, good timing. As I just said, I'm going to go get a brew. Thanks very much, have a good day.
Ciao, mates, yeah.
I don't drink brews. I don't know why I lied to him. Sorry. Still, I guess we're not listening out for commands now. We're just going to enjoy the cruise. That is perfect timing though. So I hope you enjoy these beauty shots, and then we'll prepare for the descent in a little bit. Okay, and back into the cockpit we go, and we need to start entering our destination data. So we're going to be flicking between these. Air pressure down there is 1011, so we're going to get that in. 1011. Then we're going to move over to the temps, which are 16 over 4. We're just going to put the 16 in. Oh. 16 there. And then the winds are 340 at 9. So 340 at 09. And then we need to look at the minimums and stuff for today, so we need to go over to the charts and then look at the ILS. Minimums for ILS are 610 today. Beautiful stuff, let's crack them in. That is fine by me. We're going to go full landing config. What was the QNH 1011? Yeah, okay, so we're going to come up here and we're going to go bang, that, bang. Cool. We've still got a massive crosswind of 87 knots. There is another aircraft behind me actually on Volanta, let me show you. There is another aircraft chasing us down, which is also going there. They're an Airbus A330neo, and they are 2,000 feet above us at the minute. They're doing 412 knots ground speed, and we're doing 392. So hopefully we don't have some sort of drama with them coming in just behind us. We also need to look at the chart for the arrival and see what altitude we need to get down to. We're going on the Boeing 1 Alpha for 27, so we're going this way. And we want to bring it down for... wait, what? No. Runway 27 is the arriving airport. Arriving runway, I should say. I've just had a look on flight radar and they're still landing 27. But I just need to know exactly why it's not letting me go runway 27 there. Arrival to runway 27 should be that one. The Boeing 1 Alpha. Oh, there we go. But then when you look at the actual chart... interesting. That's an RNAV arrival, you see. So let's maybe change that and let's go to the Boys 9 Alpha. Oh dear, that's a bit messy, isn't it? We'll stay on the Boeing 1 Alpha.
Oscar Tango, what's your current mark?
Current mark 0.776 for 5 Oscar Tango.
That'll be the aircraft behind us. We've got top of descent in 2 miles, so we want to really pull that to an open descent. We want to get to 5,000 feet.
I'm beginning my descent into Melbourne just now, but to be honest, I had a bit of a nightmare with arrivals because the Boeing 1 Alpha seems to send me way south.
Really?
Yeah, on the chart it sends me very far south and then back up as if I'm not going in on 27.
You got the current Eric cycle?
Yeah, updated it just before I came online, so not clue. It's very strange. On Navigraph it seems fine, but on the actual, when you look on the chart, it takes me really far south.
If you are up, once you
Weird.
return to your seat, we ask that you
Fine,
remain seated
fine.
until after our
Guess you
safety
should
update.
keep it on at this
Flight
time.
attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
We'll make it work.
If we get a bit close, I might turn out a little bit and then come back in.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try and stay at sort of 220 to 200 knots and then 180. I tend to do 180 till 6 miles out, so I'll try and keep the speed up as best I can.
That works. And I assume you're descending to 9,000?
At the moment, I've got it set to 5,000 just to get the restriction to hold me up a little bit.
Copy.
Okay, so that's the aircraft behind us. That is GIA 128. I don't know what airline that is, but either way they're chasing us down. We're going down now. We're above profile as well. The aircraft is going to do a hell of a dive here, and it's not going to be too proud of itself, and I'm not going to be proud of it. We're going to put some speed brakes in as well. As a result, we're going to put the passenger seatbelt signs back on. Get everybody sat down, because this is going to be a wild ride down to this descent. 6,000 feet a minute, full speed brakes, and the aircraft is going very quickly. But yeah, on the chart, for some reason, it's got us going all the way over here. But if we look on the actual plan, well, let me just get this in. Muller, Lovas, Boeing, and then in. So we are going to get down to the right height, which is good. So we're going to get down to bottom of descent and then get going from there, so we should be okay. 090 is the restriction. And then on the way in, we're going to be intercepting the ILS at 1250, it seems to say. Well, that would be 2.5, I'd imagine. Well, let's give it 5,000 and then a bit closer we'll go to 2.5.
Possible just try to speed up, because if I speed up it takes me a bit longer to slow down. That's all good with you.
You want me to speed up, sorry?
Affirm.
Okay, shall do.
Thanks for that.
Okay, so let's try and take, what, 320?
And for reference, I'm at Mark 72.
Max 72, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we can maybe go, can we change it to Mach? Yeah.
We'll aim for Max 74 just to give a little bit more distance.
Sounds good.
A little bit of cooperation going on, just to hopefully help out this guy. He is in an A330-900 Neo, so it will take him longer to slow down than it will for me. We're all over the place with the profile and the descent.
So I'm going to turn left to 10 degrees, just to give a bit more space, because I don't want to be right up here.
Yeah, no worries, appreciate that. Sorry about the distance and everything. It was out of my hands when I just got back to the cockpit. That was when I first saw you.
No worries, I was just trying to overtake you earlier, but we're a bit too slow.
Okay, so he's turning left to give a bit more distance between us. So that's going to help us out quite a bit, to say the least. We're now going to let the aircraft manage the speed. Throttle's going to go to idle. The aircraft's going to drop a bunch of speed, and then we're going to descend. So he's helped us out a lot there. We're going to continue on Boeing, and then we're going to turn right after that and get ready to go. So we're going to put landing system on, 1093. It's got that tuned in. That is all good. Let's continue on the checklist and see what else there is to do. We're going to set the auto brakes. We're going to get them on medium, so we'll get the brakes slowing us down as quickly as possible to get off the runway and get out of the way. Melbourne approach 1320. So let's just go here. 1320.
Okay, Melbourne approach, Indonesia 128.
Oh, it's Indonesian.
The 21 Alpha arrival, and we're tracking 210 just for spacing.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you onto 3-4 if you want to keep the speed up.
Oh, nice.
34.
Okay, so he's putting him in a different runway. So what he's going to do instead is go down here and around.
Melbourne approach, hello, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango with you at 17,000.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, QNH 1011, Bull 1 Alpha arrival, runway 27, expect the ILS approach.
ILS 27, Burn 1 Alpha arrival, thank you, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
And 5 Oscar Tango, you can descend by the star 3000.
Ascend to 3000 by the star for Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
Okay, so 3,000. Fair play to Indonesian 128 behind me. Really, really good of him to get back out of that one and to turn away. Really good stuff. We're going to put some speed brake in because we're at the top end of this speed sort of zone. We do really need to get down sooner. Some mental noises coming out from out there. I think it's due to how windy it is. Some crazy, crazy sounds. Not sure whether I take the speed brakes out at this point or whether we just hold it as is. We'll need to prepare, it's the aircraft's putting power in now to maintain the speed, so we don't want that. We've got the auto brakes, we'll sort the flaps and gear and everything out when we get in. So yeah, it's just a case of hitting the approach when we get there. Oh god, whoa, that was a big stutter. Above 9,000 at APA, between 9,000 and 5,000 at mate, and then Endham 3,000 feet, and that's when we begin the decel and get in. Thanks again, Ollie Taylor, for chartering this flight today. Hope you're enjoying this one, mate. We're going to go for landing lights on now. Landing lights going to come on. Now we're getting to near 10,000 feet. The aircraft has pitched up to drop its speed, and now it's dropping the height as a result. Airport should be over there. I think it's over here. I'm going to help with some speed brakes to bring the aircraft down more quickly. So we're going above profile. It's trying to drop speed anyway.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, clear the ILS approach runway 27.
Clear for the ILS runway 27, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, thank you. Speed brakes out. Cleared for the ILS. Let's hit approach. Cat 1. Tasty. Should go to Cat 3 single in time. Right, we need to do 230 knots now. Tell the aircraft to slow down even further. Let's get them speed brakes back in. But we're having a bit of a fight with the speed brakes today, aren't we? Get that speed way down. It's got glide slope and localizer ready. Feeling really, really good. We are above profile, but now it's dropped the speed. It'll drop the height to catch up. So that's fine by me. I've got predicted wind shear and everything on. Don't think there's anything else we need to put on at this point. All fine and dandy. The aircraft is catching back up with that profile now. There it comes. Wonder if we can see Indonesian out of our left-hand window anywhere. I think they're just actually a bit further back that way. 230 knots is the restriction here. Cat 3 single. Oh, it's gone back to Cat 1, strangely. We're going to go flat 1. Speed brake's still out. That'll explain a lot. It is moaning at me about a few things. Yeah, we are overspeeding. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. All good, we're asking it for 220 knots now. We've got Cat 3 single, so we're still not quite lined up with the runway just yet. We do have a big, big headwind as well, coming from over there. Well, it's actually more from over there, 33 knots at the minute. There's the runway. Just over yonder. Needs to go to local pressure. There's something I forgot. Wind speed is 10 at 11. Is it? Yeah, 10 degrees at 11 knots. Just to get that the most up to date that we can. We need to drop the speed now to 185. And in doing so, we will go to flap 2 shortly.
Course, I don't have a flight plan for you.
Oh dear. Going below 200 knots now, so flap 2 is about to come in. There it is. Should help the aircraft slow down ever further while still dropping height. We're going to sit at 3,000 for a moment, and then we're descending. We've got the altitude that we asked for. We've armed the approach, so the aircraft should descend when that purple diamond comes in. We're about to line up. The aircraft's going to make a slight right turn now. We're on the glide slope, we've got the localizer. We are going to tell the aircraft VAP. We're going to put the gear down. We're going to go flap 3. And then we're going to go flap full. Cool. Landing gear down, cabin checked. Going to arm the spoilers.
5 Oscar Tango, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land 27, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango.
Okay, still got quite a headwind. Gear is down, aircraft is slowing down now. 5 mile final. Really cool. We've had a lot of ATC on today, it's been lovely. Thank you again, Ollie. Cheers for chartering this one today. Still no sign of Indonesian out there, unfortunately. My first time flying in Australia on VATSIM. I'm excited to get in and see what we've got. I think we might still have ground on. We do not have ground on. Okay, in about 15 seconds we should have the 1000 call out, at which point I'll remove the autopilot. There we go.
1000.
Shut up. And then we fly to screen. The radio altitude is going nuts. Getting some mad stutters. Feels so weird to be flying and not looking out the window. Especially when you're only at 700 feet. God, this aircraft is so stable. See what I mean about the stutters though? Hands on the throttles. We are 2 white, 2 red. Lovely stable approach this one for now. A little bank over to the right just to intercept that wind.
400.
Lost one of the whites.
100 above. Minimum.
Got it back. Continue. God,
50,
mad stutters.
40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Not bad at all. Reverses in. There we go. Auto brake medium should have us off quite quickly here. Yep, reverse is stowed. Manual braking. Auto brake off.
Auto brake off.
Thank you. And let's get off the runway. Cracking. Good landing that. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Still taxiing at quite a high speed down here.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango. Welcome Melbourne. Taxi Echo. Expedite crossing over 34 on Echo. Echo to the bay.
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango taxiing Echo. Expedite, was that the across the runway and then into the bay via Echo?
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango, affirm.
Roger that, will do so. 5 Oscar Tango.
Okay, so landing lights come off. Nose light goes to taxi. Master switch, start the APU. Runway turn-offs are off. Strobe goes back to auto. Welcome to Melbourne, everyone. We are screaming along this taxiway. Let's go to TA. On standby.
Course 401, Total 1.
Whoa. Whoa. Big lump in the ground there. APU is starting.
5 Oscar Tango, just checking we're still clear for crossing 3-4.
Just off 5 Oscar Tango, affirm.
Roger that, cross in now, thank you.
Course 401, next waypoint Sally is fine. I will be clearing you direct either Dysel or Sally anyway, so no dramas with that.
Go via Echo. Is that the Qantas that left before us? Okay.
Melbourne, sorry to bother you. Is it gate of choice for 5 Oscar Tango?
Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango A firm. Jetstar Terminal's behind you at Terminal 3, but no dramas with that.
Sorry, first flight in Australia, I thought it was on this side, my bad.
You're approaching Qantas terminals in Terminal 1 and 2. Jetstar Terminals 3, I believe, which is the Echoes.
I'll go and upset everyone at Qantas and just park up here if that's alright.
There's absolutely no one here, so except for Qantas 401 who's not here.
Roger that, well thank you either way, and yeah, I'll just go and park up in front of me here on one of these ones.
Okay.
Melbourne approach, good evening, Scooter 722.
Charlie 8.
North.
So, Echo...
722, Melbourne approach, good day.
I hate how you can't just go back on GSX. Sort it out, GSX.
And roger that, Scooter 722.
Oh, big stutter. Let's get that taxi light off.
401, push proof.
If you bleed on. Even on a 4070 Super, frame rate has gone to pot. You know what, actually, I've watched a lot of HD Melbourne Aviation. I should know that Jetstar are over there. What an idiot. Hopefully we can nail this parking. They like to park them close to the terminal in Australia, don't they? But then again, I don't blame them. We're going to tap the brakes, we're going to ride the brakes all the way up.
Scooter 722, are you able to make 3,000 at Dockno?
Yeah, we should be able to do that, Scooter 722.
Oh, the thing's gone.
722, cancel Sid, track direct Dockno, descent.
No.
3,000, XFCLS, so runway 2.
Look how fast this thing moves when it's getting going. Oh, he's nailed it. Oh, you sod. Okay, we are now parked up, so we need to do the... Where is it? Nose light is off, runway turn-offs came off. Yes, they weren't even on. APU bleed has gone on, and then we turn the engines off. So to do so, we come down here and we go engine 2, and then 1. Oh, the frame rate has gone to pot here for some reason. It's not very good at all, is it? Right then, they're all sorted, so then seatbelt signs come off, and then we will get the beacon light off and the fuel pumps up top come off as well. And then we will get GSX to get deboarding.
Melbourne, Jetstar 5 Oscar Tango signing off. Just wanted to say thanks to the ATC and thanks to Indonesian for coordinating in terms of approach.
No worries, have a good night.
Have a good night, mate. No dramas with everything.
That's nice. And that's us here at Melbourne, everybody. What a wonderful flight here today. Thank you very much, Ollie Taylor, for chartering this one. I really hope you've enjoyed it, mate. Apologies it was a week later than planned because of illness a few weeks ago. But yeah, it's been my first time flying in Australia. I think it went alright. Some good cooperation from Indonesian, and I've parked at the wrong gate, so I think I've nailed it. Thank you so much for watching, though. Obviously, a lot more charters still to come. I've had a few more in the last couple of days as well. I think I've got 7 now lined up after this. So yeah, plenty more to enjoy. Thanks for watching as ever. I'll see you in the next one.